This is Irontrader. This is the last call of the day, so we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to look at some auto stocks. First one to look at is going to be Ferrari, RACE. Then we'll look at General Motors and look at Ford. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock money ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Ferrari race. This is my favorite auto stock here. I've owned it for a long time. And I think she might be going higher and breaking out. Let's just do a little check on this bad boy. Okay, here's what I want to do is we ought to first of all look at right here. 481.72. Now you can see where today we made a little higher than that at 483.01, but you need to close above this key 481.72 level. Okay, so next in line here, what we do is we just bring the price channel right across here. So what we're going to be looking at here is we're going to be looking at right there, 484.22. Then we're going to come up to the top of this candle here, 487.50. Then we can just work yourself right on up here. Got 491.59. We have 495, and then we have your big retest up there at 498.23. You break out of that, well, it's blue sky. Okay, so this thing ran all the way up to almost the 500 mark, and then she's coming down. We're doing a little sideways action. Okay, so we look at that on the weekly chart. It's very easy to see here. Now we are above this key 8 SMA here, very nicely. Now you can see how nice this is holding right on up here. Okay, see how right it just very nice. Bottom left, upper right, everything is just flowing really nice here. Okay, so what you want to watch here on the downside is watch that 8-day 472.34 on a closing basis for the week, which will be tomorrow. If that's lost, you have your big target down here at 443.84 here. Okay, now when you look at a daily chart here, you can see here where your 8-day was coming down, came right on up here, 21 days up here, rolling all up here, very nice here. Okay, so now we do leave a gap in here. Okay, so what you want to do is you always want to watch at today's low. Okay, that's 477.27, and then we want to look at yesterday's high. Okay, 472.58. Okay, there's your gap, 477.27, and there's your fill at 472.82, and that's lost here. Then we come right over here at 467.87, but it looks like we're holding this very nicely. Okay, now this stock doesn't do like what you call a whole lot of volume, but again, it just over time, this thing just wants to run up higher. So right now, what you do is you watch at 481.72. If we get above that, we just follow these candles all the way up till you get your 498.23. Now, RSI looking very good, can go much higher. Now, we have the bottom ready in. The green just crossed over, so this looks like this could run up much higher. The key is once you close above that, then we have some nice big targets on the upside. Okay, let's take a look here at GM. Okay, GM pretty much doing the same kind of a situation here, okay? So what you want to do is you just have a nice good rally on up here. Let me take a bigger up there for you. Okay, see a nice good rally all the way up here. You can see where your 8-day crossed over all your SMAs here, and now we're looking very good, putting almost like a kind of like an upper wedge bullish flag going on the upside. Now the key is here how we double topped here. What we did is we put in a 49.86 level. We retested here with 49.86, and then she dropped right on off here. So we got to see what it's going to do when it hits that price channel. Okay, so there's what you need. 49.86. Now again, if you can get above that, then here's your target at 50.50, and then we got to see what we can do above that. But again, when you look at that 50.50, then what we can do is you can blast all the way up here. Okay, see, look at this here. What we have? Well, then you start rolling all the way up. So then you got your 52 level. Okay, what we have here, 53.99. Then you have 55.55. Keep it going, 60.35. What do we got there? 63.38, and then you get all the way up to 67.21. The key is going to be a breakout above that 49.86 and above this 50.50. Once we get above that, then we can go much higher. But you can see here, when this stocks like this, they consolidate, and then they go down. What we have here is almost like a big inverse head and shoulders pattern. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, and this is your right shoulder. So when she breaks out, and if it breaks out of that key 50-50 level, she will rip up much higher. RSI here, looking plenty of room to run here. Your green crossed over your red. That shows momentum to the upside. This is looking very bullish. Just watch that key level. Now on the downside, obviously we want to watch today's low. You're looking at 48.64. We're looking here at that 48.36. But this is the key level right here, that 48.05. If that's lost, you're going to come right to this 21-day. You're looking at 47.01, and then we have your 50-day, 46.75, and then we have your Hondo there at 46.41. But your price is above all your simple moving averages. looking very, very bullish. Just watch that key level right there, that 49.86. Okay, let's take a look here now at Ford. Okay, here we have Ford. Okay, kind of a lagger, a little situation here, but we'll see how she all going on. Now, you can see here we have that sideways action. We have the same, pretty much same kind of a situation, okay? But this one here needs to go and close above that 1131. If you can, you got that resistance there at 1148, and then we have your 200-day sitting there at 1189 here. But what I want to show you on the Ford ski is look at this gap, okay? So right there, you're looking at 1198. And if you can break above that 200 days moving average sitting at 1189, then we can get right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 1359. That would be key. See how your big gap? Usually those gaps, you'll go into it, but you got resistance here. Once you can cross that price channel, that 100-day and that 200-day, then we can shoot right on up here because you got, like blue sky area right there, all the way there to that 1359. Then again, if that could keep rolling, then you got 1388. We'll come up here. You got 1407. We have 1418. We come up here. You got 1450. And then 1485 is your big retest. Now, again, if you look on a weekly chart, once you break out of that, well, then we come over here to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 1542, okay? Then we'll come over to the top of this candle. You're looking at 1668. And then we just bring the price channels across. Okay, so we got 1780. We'll come up there at 1825 and just keep rolling all the way up here. You got 2105 until you get all the way to 2587. But that 1485 is going to be very, very critical. Lines up very, very nicely here, okay, with this gap and this fill kind of a situation. But you got to get above and close above this 1181. If you can, then we can get the 100-day, the 200-day, and then possibly all the way on up here to the bottom there at that 1359. Then we can follow it up. Once you crack that 1485, like we here have it on the weekly, then we can just start racking up real nice until we go up to that 2587. Now, again, if it gets there, who knows? It might be stopped dead again, just like we had here. Same way with the other two charts there. The one that is my favorite, as always, is race. Ferrari just has something really special about it. And that's just how that goes. GM and Ford are still trying to weed out of all that electric bullshit going on there. You know what I'm saying? They should never be force themselves to build stuff and cost them billions of dollars for something that somebody doesn't want. You have to ease into the situation and then see if there's a demand for that product. You can't say it's instant EVs. I mean, look how long it took for gasoline vehicles here to get going and get the build out of all the gas stations and everything. It's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Plus, what people don't understand is on these EVs here is not only the cost of those, but the insurance on these. I got a friend that had bought one, and he's paying 3 times what it is on a gasoline vehicle. So factor all that in there if you are looking at yourself in EVs, okay, situation. But right now on the chart here, just watch that key 1180, 81 or 31. If you can get above that, then we have that 100-day. You have your a 200-day, and then we have this gap fill right here, and then we have a nice 1485. And once you get above that, then we can just start laying it up here, possibly 2587 level. Downside here, just watch all these key SMAs here. You got to pile them. Everything is sitting right there, about 1080. If that's lost here, you're going to come right down here to this 1032 level, and then possibly down here to your 1013, and you can come all the way down to the 9s here. This is my least favorite, is the Ford. I think GM's got some better on, but race is my favorite. Okay, let's take a look here at the old Crude and Natgas. Okay, here we have the old Crude. Now, again, we had a huge draws right across the board here, but it doesn't really seem to matter, okay? Basically, this was just that war premium situation. That's why she rallied. Now we got that series of lower highs here. This is just not good. And now we're putting in some lower lows here. We had a low here of 69.71. Yesterday, we had a low of 69.64, and then today another low of 69.44. Okay, so what we're watching here, right here, is the top of this candle. That's that 69.32. That's lost. We're going to come over here to your 68.65 and then follow it. 69.57, 67.06, and then we have your 66.95. Then your big retest down here at 66.33. Upside, everything is sitting right here, very, very clear. This 21-day, that's going to be very, very key. You got to close above 71.84 right there, 72.49.6, and then 72.81 is your 21. Now I'm short here on the crude oil because a lot of signals. The lower high situation the green that crossed over to red here. This is not looking up anything, especially with the seasonality here in play. And with OPEC, lowering demand there for 2025, the market is fully supplied here. So I don't see where you're going to have this big break off to the upside. Now, again, if it does, then I just get out of the short and I just go long. Very, very simple situation. Okay, Natgas, she's going down. Oof, wow, just like down like Frazier. Okay, now you lost everything here. Okay, you lost your 21 day, you lost your 50 day. And now what we're looking at here is today's low is 2.33. Always look at the left of the chart here where you got 2.31, that's next. And then we have 2.25, and then we have the old price channel going on here at 2.22. Now, I just want to point out to you here that we do have a gap. Okay, so somehow if this is all lost, then we want to come right to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 2.02, and there's your fill right there at 1.97. So gap and fill kind of a situation. Okay, now KOLD has been a really good scalper. You got 72.95 on the low, and then you had 76.12 on the thing. I scalped the first time. I got $1.50, and I got 50 cents the next time. So I got my $2 out of KOLD, which I've been doing pretty much every day here now. Is the $2. That's what I'm really just shooting for, is a KOLD on the $2 on that trade. Okay, so right now here, this is looking ugly because there's nothing bullish about this at all. Okay, I mean, you're just putting in a series of lower highs and lower lows. That tells me she wants to go lower. Okay, say she rallies up, big catalyst coming in. I mean, it's total nonsense, but just in case. Okay, 2.38, your 50 day. That's way up there. 2.42, that's your 100 day. And then we have on top of that candle 2.49, and then we're looking at this 8 day at 2.54. Now, when you look at those futures tonight, this won't be 2.54. This is going to be coming down lower towards that 100 day. So you can see when today's rally up, where did it go? Once it got through that 50 day, you went boom right into that 100 day. This is why you trade the charts. So any of these people tell you, oh, charts don't work, they're afterthought. They just don't know how to trade the charts. It's just as simple as that. So when you see this running and you know it's going to go, once it goes past that 50, you know where your next target is. If it stops there, then you got to go short ski. Okay? Very, very simple. Look at here. You got plenty of room on the downside left. There's nothing here. This is not oversold here yet. This could go much lower. Same way with this. Your green, once it goes over the red, that's a signal. Okay? When you get that cross, that's a signal you got to get out. Right here. See this candle here? That's the signal you got to get out. That's why I sold these shares here. Then this next day, when it went down lower, that's what tells me to get out of the whole trade and just take short ski all the way on down. So right now, I have no position. I'll be watching today at the futures. I'll be watching today's high, 2.41, 2.33 on the bottom, and we'll see if we can go to that next level at 2.31 and 2.25. Now, I don't see anything positive here. I don't see anything positive. The only thing that would rise this on up here is if some kind of a war escalated in the Middle East and you bomb some kind of a facility, oil facility, something on that order. If that happened, yeah, this could rise up. But right now, as a supply and demand issue and the seasonality is, this looks lower. Just that simple. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'm back here tomorrow morning at 7 bells, and thanks for watching.